This is The Drive with Mark Penatelli.
Tonight, NBA Countdown at 7:30 p.m. and then at 8:30 p.m. NBA basketball. The Celtics will be in Cleveland for Game 4 of their best-of-7 series. Celtics lead at 2-1. Find out tonight who will be headed back to Boston, feeling better about themselves. Mark Penatelli or Antoine Scott? Because let's face it, I think he's rooting for Cleveland. You get that? Do you get that?
It's a
feeling?
weird vibe having a LeBron supporter in here.
It is.
It's, I guess, the only regular guest we have that we talk regularly NBA with is Norwood, and he's kind of with us when it comes to, LeBron's kind of a fairy.
We're anti-LeBron people.
Are.
All right. Errors and omissions, or just double checking our thing, ourselves, double checking ourselves, our own accuracy. If you just tuned in and you were wondering what were those guys talking about with Johnny Manziel towards the end of that segment, so I thought that I may have just tapped into my inner brain, some sort of what was that? What was
Your
that?
inner brain?
Yes, I mean like layers. Like what was that movie with?
Inside Out?
No, that's even better. I was thinking about the spinning top movie,
Inception.
Yes, I was thinking something like that. Like, did I tap into some layer?
Your
of
brain's
some
already
dream?
kind of inside of you.
Yeah. I know. I thought that Johnny Manziel referred to himself in the third person because he has this Johnny Football that we call him, right? That was the Heisman Trophy winner. It was really given to him by the press. Johnny is, I think it's because it's a generic name. And come on, Johnny Football. And I thought I remembered that he referred to Johnny Football in the third person, which is weird because he is Johnny Football. But almost as Johnny Football was responsible for the bad stuff. Mm-hmm. And then you began an internet search for this. And by the time at the end of the segment, we hadn't found anything. And I'd pretty much convinced myself, okay, well, I probably created this in my own head and it didn't happen. And so,
But we have found it.
Found it. To some degree.
To some degree, yeah. So this is a piece on Johnny Football that ABC News did.
Okay.
The piece is from actually earlier this year, back in February of 2018. Just going to play like 10 seconds of it. But you will hear Johnny Football being kind of the aloof person we have come to know him as, and refer to himself in the third person, which is just groan-worthy.
Captured by TMZ cameras.
I had a sense of entitlement about what I had accomplished at the age that I had accomplished it, and I got so ingrained only caring about what Johnny wanted. Even when I thought I was doing what I wanted, I was miserable.
Manziel
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. What John? I mean, you are Johnny.
Right.
But when you say, I was only doing what Johnny wanted.
You just don't talk about yourself in the third person. Like, that's a weird move. Actually, you know what? Can we do a whole show where we just do third person? Like, it's not, you know what I think? You know what Sam thinks? Sam really is just getting sick of this LeBron guy.
Yeah. That mark's going to be completely unbearable to deal with tomorrow if the Celtics lose. I mean, he may literally come in here and try to do an NFL show. Because he's like that.
And see, Sam is thinking opposite of that. Sam is thinking, like, I don't want to do the whole entire show. Well, now, see, what do I flip it? How do I say your name?
That's the hard part.
Because I don't want to refer to you as Mark, but I can't say, like,
refer to me like I'm not here.
What is the second person? Is that like...
Because I would say
second person is you, right?
Yeah, you would say you. I think literally you'd have to talk to me like I'm not here. I mean, like, it would be like me saying, Mark wants to probably do an NFL show because the Celtics lost the game. And Sam may be okay with that because the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. So it sounds like neither one of the guys are actually on the radio show as we do the radio show. It may be the most difficult.
So it's like I'm doing you in the third person. Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I was saying we could do one segment because it may be confusing for people to try to get.
It's confusing.
Like,
I'm trying to figure out how to formulate my own sentences. Oh, no, Sam's trying to figure out how to formulate Sam's own sentences.
People would tune in and they may think that we were filling in for Mark and Sam.
No, people will tune in and think that Mark and Sam are filling in for Mark and Sam because Mark and Sam can't say the word "we" because the word "we" would not
Or
fall
I.
under. Right.
Can't say
exactly.
we or I or you. We or I. Do you
I
think we
have a
could do that? It sounds. It's a lot for a Monday.
Yeah,
I think.
But let's do it. Third person.
Today, like right now, you want to do it?
No, I don't want to take a break now. My head hurts.
I was gonna say let's just do it for like the
We'll do-
last 20 seconds of this segment.
What do you want to talk about?
You mean what does Mark want to talk about?
What does Mark want to talk to Sam about?
Mark wants to talk to Sam about genital itch.
Sam doesn't have a problem with genital itch.
Neither does Mark.
Sam did. No, I'm not even gonna tell. Sam's not even gonna tell this story. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna let that dangle. Sam's just gonna let that dangle there. This is hard.
Mark thinks that we need to take a break.
Sam's cool with that. Sam's ready.
Mark wants everybody to know that the drive will be back after these important commercial announcements.